Chopstick Travel. I'm Luke Martin, and today I'm in the outskirts of Taichung City here in Taiwan, and I've come specifically to this restaurant here, which is famous for their roast suckling pig, and they cook it in a really interesting way. So we're gonna watch how the chef cooks it, and then I'm gonna have a big feast. But I didn't come alone, I needed some help, so I've got the Mijung master himself, Mr. Logan back.
Hello.
Welcome, thanks for coming on the episode.
Thank you so much.
The last time we filmed together was in Japan.
We did.
We were eating fugu, the world's most dangerous fish, the toxic puffer fish.
Yes.
And I think I have a memory of you kissing that puffer fish.
We did, yes. Say hello. That was a beautiful moment, and we've had a great relationship since then.
Let's go see how the chef prepares it. It's a really cool process, and then let's have a feast, man.
Okay,
let's do it.
Great. Okay, so this is a 50-day-old piglet.
Piglet, 50 days old.
Okay. Okay, so the goal is 30 to 60 days, just within that time
That's the
frame.
Perfect range. Okay.
So once it's over 60 days, just the whole fibers of the meat change and everything like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's not a suckling pig anymore when it's over 60 days old.
Okay, so any piglet under 60 days, its skin is going to be a lot more crispier. Well, that's why he likes to grab it around 50, because it's going to be meatier, but it's going to keep that crispy skin.
Right, okay. It doesn't look like there's a lot of meat on them,
No,
but it's all about the skin.
Exactly. So it's a secret recipe going on here, but when you smell it, it smells like cinnamon sugar.
Yeah, I can smell some cinnamon.
Yeah.
It's got a really strong, almost like a Taiwanese five-spice smell to it, and he's just coating completely.
You ever have it as a kid where you get toast and put butter and then just douse it with cinnamon sugar?
Like Cinnamon Toast Crunch on a piglet.
It's gonna be crunchy, so. He's been doing this for 40 plus years, 50 years.
Wow.
But right now he's doing the marinating process.
Right.
He's got his special ingredients, but mainly from what we can smell, it's definitely salt, sugar, and cinnamon.
So is this a Taiwanese recipe, or is this a recipe from somewhere else that the chef has kind of evolved?
Xianggang, so Hong Kong.
So Taiwanese adapted version of a Hong Kong recipe.
Okay, the old Hong Kong flavoring is still here, but they use different ways to do it. And then he was just telling me the old school Hong Kong way, this meat would turn out very oily, and it wasn't pleasant to eat. So he's used the new methods with the old flavoring to bring the most crispiest, yummiest piglet.
So the chef is, now he's got a mixture. This is like a paste this time. It's not the rub. So it's like a double marinating process.
Yes.
We asked, but I don't think he's going to tell us what's in there.
Yeah, top secret. Oh, okay. Let's ask how long my wife and I have been married. I got it wrong 3 times.
Oh no. Wow, look at that. Yeah, Poseidon.
Look at that.
So he's skewering this thing, wow.
So it goes through its hind legs and then its ribs, and it sticks right up in its arms.
Yeah, and with a piece of wood, I guess this is just to hold it into place. So this device that he's using here is because he's gonna be hand turning, almost like a rotisserie, right? Yeah. And he just told us that he can do it in 35 seconds. I think it's more like 30.
Okay, so, and it really just depends, because generally a table will have half the piglet, sometimes they'll have a full piglet. So it just depends on what customers come that day. The whole entire process, if it's good, if it's crispy, it all relies on this. Okay, Maya tang. So Maya right here. A malt. So it's a malt.
Okay.
Close to it.
Yeah.
So it's a malt sugar mainly that's in here.
And he's gonna paint that on.
It's gonna get the flavors. It's gonna make it crispy. Okay, so it's got some gaoliang.
I can smell it. Yeah, so strong rice wine.
Help soften up the skin, so once you start actually cooking it, it can crisp.
Right. Okay.
Between the sugars and the gaoliang, it's really going to provide the flavor and the texture.
And look at the color of that. Wow. It smells very strong, like alcohol.
This is all been prepped for tomorrow or the next day.
So this is the first roast, because it's a double cooked piglet,
yes. So basically right now what it's going to do is it's got a slow little roast kind of smoke, but mainly it's to dry it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This was from yesterday, he said, which now awaits its time in the barbecue pit.
Right.
It's really going to crisp it up, so you can see the fats, you can see the flavors, and it's still moist inside.
For sure. So this now is ready to be roasted on the flame by hand, and that process is quite fast.
I think one of the most neat things here, though, is all that on the table, thrown on the stick, still on the stick, inside there drying out.
Yeah.
It's hung up on the stick, and then cooked, barbecued over on the same stick.
Yeah, that's an integral part of the whole process is this Poseidon's pitchfork. And this is where it gets really interesting and where the technique really comes in. This is where the master shows his skills. You can see he's doing this all by hand, kind of rotisserie style, spinning, just making sure the skin gets perfectly crispy. And he's also rubbing it with something. What is this right here he's rubbing?
A mixture that he made with multiple different oils. And he made it to be perfect in such a way that it won't burn, and then it'll put a nice glaze over the skin.
Okay. Yeah. And you can see it just dripping and dripping. And he's really precisely got to do this so he makes sure that he doesn't burn any part and it evenly crisps up. And it's a pretty fast process.
Yeah. And it may be stupid to say this, but this is really hot right here.
Yeah, like, we are scorching hot.
It's not a normal fire. We're in this radius and it's actually very hot.
He's also got this long pin that he's poking, any bubbles that start to kind of form underneath his skin so that it doesn't burst.
So the roasting time actually depends on the weather outside. So right now where it's hotter and more humid, it takes less time, maybe 10 to 12 minutes. I'm just waiting for cameras to add a smelling sensor because it's so strong right now. It smells amazing.
It smells so good. Facial hair left after this.
Yeah.
Good thing I didn't shave because I don't need to. It's gonna burn all off.
He wants us to join in, so it's all up to you now.
Up to me?
Yep, it's up to you. He just turned the heat down a lot because he said if you do it wrong in 3 seconds, you'll ruin the whole pig. So
okay, this one. Okay.
Okay.
Oh wow.
So how are your wrists holding up?
Honestly, it's way hotter, or way heavier than it looks.
Okay.
It's showing off here.
And meanwhile, it's like a splash zone with these oils flying back and forth. You got to step back a little bit.
Seriously. That is 20 kgs, he said.
So he was just telling me that the main key to this is to learn the techniques, and that way you can do it quick, and it won't be heavy on your back or your arms.
Okay, you won't spend as much energy.
Yeah.
I must have been doing it wrong because seriously, here, you got to give it a shot. Your turn. You ready to sweat?
This is actually pretty heavy. Like this, yeah?
Don't ruin my piglet.
I won't ruin it. I'm making it better.
Look at these right here.
Oh my God. This guy is, I mean, I go to the gym a lot, I ride bikes a lot, but this is, oh my, check it out, so nice so hot. A real man.
It's getting crispy. This is a feast. I'm ready to eat.
Yeah.
You hungry, man?
Man, I didn't even eat breakfast
Okay.
for this, so I'm super stoked.
We've got the pièce de résistance here, the beautiful roast piglet, nice crispy skin, served with some peanuts and some cucumbers there. This is interesting. I don't usually see this in Taiwan. Ham.
Never. This is a first for me as well.
Yeah, some ham. This is roast goose, Hong Kong style. Beautiful skin on it. We've got some porridge there, all on this lazy Susan, and then big prawns with a ton of fried garlic.
And the thing with the garlic actually is these two go together. So you
Right.
get some of that porridge and you put some garlic in there and they complement one another.
Well, the chef here is going to teach us how to eat it properly, so let's dig in. We get this little bread in the middle here.
Yeah, look at that.
It's almost like a guabao, almost reminds me of, like a little piece of steamed bread.
close to
Mantou,
that,
yeah,
yeah.
mantou. Oh,
Okay.
going with the ham in there. Okay.
Sandwich.
Yeah. It's like we're in France or something. Cucumber?
This looks really good.
Yeah. Oh, wow. This looks amazing. Oh, beautiful.
Oh. Y'all go?
Oh,
Then I go first.
You go first.
This should be crunchy.
oh my God. Okay.
Okay, I gotta try it.
Oh! Every single thing that he put in here complements one another. Asian food is all about its kogan, it's textural.
Yeah,
feeling.
the different textures.
You get a light crispiness from all this veggies right here, and then the softness from the bread. Uber crunchy from the skin. I'm gonna wait. Listen for this. Here you go.
He's just teasing me here.
Oh, once you get through all of the crunchiness, the fats, you can swash them around your mouth.
It. All right, the wait's over. My turn. Look at that. That is a thing of beauty. Look how exquisite that is.
Okay.
The ham's got some saltiness in there, crispness from the cucumber, super crunchy and fatty from that piglet, and then it's all in that soft bun. It works so well.
Something most people may have had is Peking duck, and they wrap it around like this. This is a similar version, but the oils are a lot more rich. The flavor is a lot more vibrant, and everything about it is just, for me, I enjoy this a lot more.
Oh, this is like to die for. Incredibly good. Look at that layer of fat in there. And with the ham, very interesting, very interesting. Yum.
Now, a fun fact, all of this stuff, although we are here in Taiwan, this is all Hong Kong porridge right here, dough.
老火粥，干贝老火粥，加一点蒜酥。
So he's taking that fried garlic. A little bit of green onions in there too. Yeah, this looks great. Look at that. I can smell the garlic. So it's just a simple congee, rice porridge, and then just with that garlic in there. That completely transforms it. It tastes so strong of garlic. There's a little bit of a sweetness in there almost. A lot of garlic.
Sure.
A lot of garlic in this dish.
But when it's
Man.
mixed with this porridge, it's actually not overwhelming. So this is a very traditional food in Hong Kong from over 60 years ago.
Oh, huge prawns.
Massive.
Look at the size of those guys. So let's just try a piece of the skin.
my God.
A little bit of the sauce here. Just a little bit. Oh wow, I can feel it in my chopsticks.
Yeah.
So crunchy.
Oh.
Oh man, it is so good.
He was bragging about how once there was a group of 4 people that ate an entire pig. This is half of it, and I can promise you I could finish a whole pig.
Yeah, the piece of fat underneath the crispy skin, it's just so good.
弄完用低，
So take the head off.
OK， 這樣就可以了，這樣可以慢慢咬。
Because it's been fried, you could probably even eat some of the shell there. Ah, we're gonna eat it with the chef here.
I am not ready yet, guys.
這個
快
這個很好
點
吃，這個很好。
Oh, okay, this part. Oh, I think I took it
可以
out.
嗎？
Yeah,
這個下次這個要留起來，這樣咬下去。
yeah. Cheers. Come back.
乾杯。
Oh my god.
So juicy. So 这个配一些那个米酒什么的。
啤酒哦。要不要啤酒？
啤酒。没关系，我们会开车。He said normally that his favorite thing is to pair this with beer. When you're on to midnight. Would you want a beer?
If he wants one, you can have one.
他说他
可以。
他会。
Okay, what a meal. What did you think of this?
Okay, at first I was pretty skeptical. Like, little pig, what are they going to do with it? Turns out to be one of the best meals I've had here in Taiwan.
Whoa, really?
And just all the different sides we had with that little sandwich he made.
Yeah.
Actually, that sandwich was beyond good.
Yeah,
that
that caught me off guard. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, that was can I say mouthgasm in your video?
You can say mouthgasm. You can say it was an orgasm in your mouth.
That was like a
We can
triple
be
mouthgasm.
explicit.
Okay.
Huge thank you, Logan. Make sure to check out his channel if you haven't already. I'll put the information down in the description box. Lots of videos about Taiwan, lots of food stuff on there, travel stuff, everything, right?
Exactly.
And you can check out our other video that we made together in Japan a few years back. Yeah.
Us with the little puffer fish just kissing away.
Also subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.